Hey everyone, how's it going? Shuffle's back here with another video, and today what we're going to do is another of the best series, the final one of the current banners, which is a good thing because we're going to have new banners coming up. We should be getting that in a few hours. We should get the announcement about that. Sneak peek, I think they said that ML Lilibet might be coming out, so that should be interesting. But today what we're going to do is talk about the final banner. Let's switch screens here really quick. And the final banner that's up currently is Kise, Water Kise. So she's a unit that's not used all that often, but when she is, she's ultra impressive. Unfortunately, I don't have mine built, so I had to go out and search for the best Kise I could find, and I got a good one for you guys today. So let's first go over her kit, and then I'll show you the stats on the best Kise. She's right there. All right, first of all, double attack imprints, very nice. Always good for a damage dealer. If we look at her stats, she also has very high base speed and very high base attack. So those two things are very important. Also, she has decent crit chance before you start giving her gear. So she's got a little bit of crit chance in her awakenings. If we take a look at her kit, her skill 1 increases damage by 70% when the target is buffed. This used to be shields. Now that this is just when the target is buffed, that extra damage hits really hard. That's against any buff. So that's against immunity if you take first turn. It's very easy for there to be something there. 70% damage buff is huge. Skill 2, attacks all enemies with the scythe, penetrates enemies' defense by 30% and an additional 30% when she is stealthed. So ignore defense by 60%. If you think of some of the top units in the game right now, there's a lot of ignore defense out there right now. And it's getting used quite a bit because it's a lot of people are using either fixed damage or ignore defense to get through some of those really high defense targets. And then the skill that she's famous for leaps toward the enemy to attack, increasing skill cooldowns by 1 turn twice. Grants the caster stealth and barrier for 2 turns before increasing CR by 50%. Barrier strength proportional to caster's attack, which also is her imprint, which is nice. She can increase her own barrier size. Damage dealt increases proportional to caster's current HP. So if she is at max HP, then she does more damage, which is nice. And it also makes crit damage even nicer on her. So this skill, let's break it down a little bit. First of all, it grants the caster stealth and barrier. Why is that important? Stealth, first of all, is going to protect her if she's squishy. And second of all, it helps her ignore defense on her S2. It gives her that extra 30%. The barrier doesn't seem too important, but if you're running somebody like Kise early, say you're running her into whatever team, she takes first turn, the enemy you're going into has FCC and Rylet. Probably a decent example. Or FCC and Spectre. FCC Spectre is maybe a better example. So you go first. You use the skill 3. Try and reset somebody's cooldown. Put yourself in stealth and barrier. Now FCC goes for the enemy. She skill 3s. This barrier keeps you from being taken out of stealth. The barrier isn't huge, but it's big enough to absorb like an FCC S3, something that might take you out of stealth normally. And now the Spectre isn't going to be able to hit her. And she's going to be able to stay alive for longer. So that barrier was one of the recent buffs, and it's huge. It makes a huge difference in terms of her survivability. You actually have to do decent damage in order to get her out of stealth, and then obviously to be able to kill her. And then finally, also self increases her own CR by 50%. So if you're planning on going S3 and S2, if you're fast enough, you might even be able to get both of those off before the enemy goes, or S2 and S1 for that matter. And on top of that, she does very good damage. So that's really it in terms of her kit. Let's jump over and see the crazy stats on this Kise that I found. This Kise belongs to Zezin. I hope I'm saying your name right. I don't even know what guild he's in, but I do know that he has regularly in the top of the world boss ratings, and he has at least 1 legend RTA finish, if not 2. I don't know. Zezin, if you're watching this, I apologize. but he's got at least one. So here's a look at his Kise. So this is just a screenshot, so we can't take a look at the actual gear. But 3,900 attack, almost 4K attack. Very squishy, but 250 crit damage with almost max crit rate, max level 30 basket. And the most impressive thing on this is that she's 281 speed. So I know for a lot of you out there, that's going to be faster than your fastest unit. It's going to be faster than your Oxalots. It's going to be faster, I'm sure, than some people's Cerise. Imagine thinking you're going to go first, and then this Kise goes first. One-shots you. If she doesn't one-shot you, she resets your cooldown, puts herself in stealth with a shield, then cuts the rest of your team because she's that fast and is able to skill 2 ignore defense into your squishy units. Very, very strong. I really like her. I wish I had molas to build mine, but if I was going to build mine, this is how I dream she would look. So stats on her are very, very good. So thank you very much to Zezin for helping us out. You can see, actually, this is one thing I want to show you first. Let me block my camera here for a minute. Good example of not necessarily needing complete sets. So he has speed set, obviously all I-90, but he also has a hit piece and a crit damage or destruction piece on there. He got better stats with those two instead of it being a crit set or instead of it being a hit set or whatever immunity. Those were just the ways he got the best possible stats, so it was better for him to not use a complete set. So keep that in mind when you're gearing your stuff. Just try and optimize it as much as possible. And that is going to be it for our Kise video. Up next, I honestly don't know what's going to be up next in the series because... Yeah, let's switch over here. Because they haven't announced it yet. But we should find out in a couple of hours what banners are coming up next. I am going to keep doing these videos for whatever banners are coming up. Obviously, the new units, we won't be able to do the new units, but any repeat banners, we'll try and put these out regularly. So you guys have a good idea of what sort of stats you're looking for and what direction you want to lean toward. But that's definitely the best Kise. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. We actually have gotten a whole bunch of new subscribers recently, so welcome everybody to the channel. I hope everyone has a great day, and we'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.